I may hate drama in my life, but I love talking about the drama in yours.
I may watch too much reality TV, but you're listening to me talk about it. Hey everyone, I'm Fumi.
And I'm B.
And you've tuned in.
We ain't starting over. You've tuned in to RealiTEA-V.
Can you do it?
Sure.
I'm tongue-tied.
Hey everyone, you've tuned in to RealiTEA-V, your one-stop podcast talking about all things reality TV. It's what I said, and I'm not taking it back. I said what I said. And that's when you come and be like, well, what you said was some bullshit. And, well, what you gonna do?
We see each other.
Okay, enough for our Atlanta rendition.
So I'm really tongue-tied today, so my apologies right now. I kind of ate, wolfed down some food before, and I have to burp. Hold on. Okay,
So
no one heard that. No one heard that, so that's good. So yeah, I was starving before I came here because I've been really working out. Worked out an hour last night. I worked around lunch, and I'll probably work out for a little bit once I get home. But I'm hungry. I'm I guess burning fat, and the fat's not being stored. And since it's not being stored, the bitch is hungry. But anywho, how was your week, B?
Pretty good. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add. It was good.
No. Well, I have a lovely story to tell you.
Do you now?
Yes, I do. You know how we always have little talks about people who annoy us and all that. So for those of you that have been with us since episode 1, then you know about the story of the bitch from Winco. Just saying sequel. It makes me laugh.
Right.
There is a sequel, and this is from today.
Right.
And, okay, so I went to Winco after I picked up Malachi from school. I wanted some chicken nuggets, but I'm like, you know what? Don't waste the money. Go to the grocery store, buy something, cook something. So I go get all my stuff. I make it real fast and easy because I know where everything is. And sure enough, I go to the self-checkout area. Who's there? The bitch from Winco. Now, this is a white lady with glasses and a grandma haircut. Like a grandma version of the mushroom haircut. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, here we go again with this one. So I'm trying to be in a hurry, whatever, so I can get home, cook, come to the studio, whatever, to record this wonderful podcast. And I'm ringing everything up, and I just feel her eyes. Just feel them, and I'm thinking, I'm not the only one here.
Right.
In this area doing self-checkout.
Yeah. And
there's a screen for her to look at to see what's going on in each little register. That's they have it because sometimes when you have a problem, they can fix it from up there instead of going to your actual checkout thing. So there's 3 on one side, 3 on the other. I'm in the middle on the right-hand side. And she's on the end of the left-hand side. Yeah. I'm like, is this bitch staring at me? I just feel her eyes just burning into my soul. Just really checking. I mean, of course I think she's I'm the only black one checking out. So right. But it's you've seen me here before. Right. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to turn around. So I'm over here getting ready to put something in the bag. And I look, why she went and just looked away really quick. And just gave it away that she was looking at me.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, this bitch. I'm not stealing anything.
Wow.
You see me ringing up every single item and putting it on the little weigh table.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that there are other people that need help.
Right.
Besides you staring at me to see if I'm going to steal anything. So I'm like, okay, bitch, I know that you're staring at me. I can feel your eyes. And I go to finish checking out everything. And mind you, I had a whole bunch of shit. So the whole wait table was full.
Right.
So it was getting annoying. It's like, oh, please place something in the bag. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got no room.
Right.
To the screen. And then as I paid, my receipt came out, started to put stuff in their bags and put them in my basket. She stealthily, like a ninja, comes up from behind me and said, ma'am, just like that, in my ear, like sultry. She pulls mind you, my receipt's still hanging out from the little thing that comes out. She's like, if you get your receipt, and she pulls it out for me, if you go to the bottom of the receipt, if you do the survey, you can win $500. I said,
you don't want me to do the survey.
And she's standing right here. She's standing right here in my personal, bubble. And I said, so when she said, yeah, ma'am, I said, yes.
Fine, we're going to talk to each other like we're in a Harlequin romance novel, I guess.
Right. And when she told me about the survey, I said, thanks. In my mind, I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
Right.
She was so close. I already caught you staring at me, and now you all up on my left armpit.
Right.
Who was that? Art LeBeau? Who was the one that with the
I used to love
sultry...
that radio show.
No, the Asian man, right? He had the deep voice.
Oh, Theo?
There we go.
Yeah,
it was
Theo.
like a female version of Theo.
Oh, my God.
Hello, ma'am. If you take this receipt and look on the bottom, if you take this survey, you can enter a drawing of winning $500. I'm like, okay, thanks. So I almost went to, before she did the whole receipt thing, I'm like, I really feel like I need to go talk to someone and be like, I feel very uncomfortable when I come to the self-checkout and she's here. Because the other two ladies that are usually there when I'm there, they're both white, and I have no problem with them, being on me as a hawk.
Yeah.
But this lady, she's like, I bet you she's a person that white lady's like, I know this black lady is going to steal something.
Meanwhile, Samantha's over here just stealing and raking up.
Everything. She probably got a $25 glass mason jar, but then she has the sticker of a $2.50, onion. I know onions ain't that much. And just scanning it and getting away with the system while I'm over here not really doing that, but
being watched like a hawk.
A hawk.
Not on my watch, Lakeisha. That's probably what she thinks your name is.
Probably. She probably thinks some Isha on the end of it, and that I have nothing else better to do. And unbeknownst to her, my job is better than hers. Which I'm pretty sure most of the people that go in there's job is better than hers. You work at a grocery store. At the self-checkout line. You're not even actually handling cash. You just stand there.
And supervise. So if you guys are listening to this episode and you haven't been listening from the beginning, you have to go back and watch listen to from episode 1. So you can get the first story of the bitch from Winco. Yeah.
Didn't we give her a fake name on that episode?
I don't remember. I think it was just the bitch from Winco.
I think the bitch from Winco is her official name, but her nickname would be... I feel like she's a Sharon.
See, that's my auntie's name.
Oh. So we're going to switch.
Well, my auntie could be, what the fuck you over there doing? But my auntie would literally come up to you and ask. You can't ask employees, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, you kind of can. In this day and age, it's freedom of speech. Right. So I am going to
What the fuck you over here doing? You over here fucking stealing? Whoa.
Wait, speaking of that, I did sidebar. It says nothing to do reality TV. But I was watching a video on Facebook, and there's this 90-year-old something grandma, and she hates her landline. And it rang really, really loud. And she answers, she's like, what do you want? And then it was like her sister like laughing. She's like, don't be laughing, Karen. I don't like this shit. She's like 98. This goddamn
You've
phone.
liked it the past 79 years.
Probably not. She probably was like putting off the hook. I ain't got time for these people.
All her life.
Yeah, but anyway. But yeah, the bitch from Winco was just doing way too much. I caught her staring at me. If this happens too many times, I'm going to be like, ma'am, you see me here with my child quite a bit of times. I didn't steal the last time and the time before that, and I'm not stealing now.
Not on your watch.
Especially not on her watch. But the shit's cheap already.
Right.
I ring up the cinnamon swirls for the oats. I mean, I'm still paying though. I'm not stealing anything.
You're going to get your discount one way or the other.
But it's not 5 finger. That's my point. It's not a 5 finger. Yeah. 89 cents.
Right. Yes. Really, $2.59.
Right.
Take that, Trump.
Whatever, everything's his fault. But it was just, and then so my little side story, as I'm like ringing up stuff, the lady next to me is having an issue of like the weight, and it's like, oh, you need to place it. So when it said unexpected item in the baggage area, she's like, what the fuck? She's what the hell is going on? I just laughed. I said, they do that all the time. She was like, they do? I said, yeah. She's like, I'm like this. She's like an older white lady in maybe her 60s.
She's like, well, you could just go to the regular checkout, but you're like,
maybe she wants to try new things.
Right, like I could be hip, like the young people, and go to the self
like this young generation. And so I was like, yeah, it is. And then she saw Malachi's outfit. It was like football. She's like, I like your outfit, young man. That's a nice outfit. I said, what do you say? Thank you. You say, all right, well, you have a good day, ma'am. Like, if you saw me, bitch from Winco, staring at me, having this wonderful conversation with this nice lady who doesn't automatically think I'm stealing some shit.
Wait a minute. What? So why was she not there to provide assistance to the other?
Exactly. I thought the same thing. Like, bitch, you see all of our things going off, and you so busy looking at my black ass to see if I'm going to steal nothing. I ain't going to steal shit.
I've got one job and one job only.
To look at my black ass. Instead of helping when there's an unexpected item in the baggage area. Get your shit together, lady.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's what one of my thoughts. I'm like, shouldn't you be trying to like look at your screen and see all the alerts?
Nope.
No. This black lady's gonna steal something. I know it.
I've got to watch.
I mean, I'm never the type of person where if I go into a Starbucks or something, it's like all white people. I don't feel uncomfortable.
Right.
God damn it, I came here for Starbucks. I have my app. And I'm going to get it.
Right.
But then you got these fools that just want to make it difficult for no fucking reason.
Right.
Meanwhile, you could have, Becky over there stealing the whole world. You so focused on me. What was that movie where they went, was it Don't Be a Menace? Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember they went to the liquor store and he was like following them on like a hawk?
You break, you buy. No, hurry up and buy. Oh my God, that's so racist.
Well, that's what the movie is.
Hurry up and buy. She was in the freezer. Hurry up and buy.
Came out the corner. Hurry up and buy. It's like, meanwhile, there's this white guy with this trench coat just literally... Everything in his coat, just stealing. But she's over here minding, looking at this black man. He's like, I'm actually going to pay for my 40. Like, back up. Like, but anyway.
That's hilarious.
Enough of this story of, was it Saga Part 2? Bitch from Winco. I'm pretty sure there'll be more to come.
Strikes again.
Right. But on to this week of reality TV. Vanderpump has been very interesting this week. I mean, this season.
Yeah.
I know they already had like a Pride episode, which was the first episode, but that's because Lisa was Grand Marshal of the Long Beach Pride. So this episode was the West Hollywood Pride. And those of you that don't know, we're from LA, and they usually take place June-ish. So being that it's Pride, people felt like James was a little bit too prideful with his roommate, because he was like really like on him, like, don't you love me, and you know you're like my best friend. And it was just like, and then Raquel, his girlfriend, was there, and she even said like, I feel like something's going on. And it just got really awkward. But this was after him and Lala got into it. Yeah. I didn't really see anything wrong with what Lala said, but I guess he took it the wrong way. Yeah. And he came at her with you fuck a fat guy because he pays your rent.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It was like, for what Lala said, it didn't warrant him to go like that far. And this is supposed to be your friend. Right. So, of course, she goes off on him. Like, you can't just say whatever the fuck you want. Right. You're going to be mad when I'm not there anymore. And I'd like and she has always defended him. Right. She has told him when she felt like he needs to quit drinking so much. Yeah. And blah, blah. So, I feel like Lala's a genuine good friend that you want to have around, you know.
Especially be up in that jet.
Yeah? God. All I gotta do is sign an NDA? Hell yeah, I'm getting in a jet. The fuck?
I got my own pen.
But they get into it. Lala did put on social media yesterday that they're, after rewatching, and she's like, she can't be friends with him anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like a whole thing she put on Instagram, and it got kind of shared a couple times. But yeah. She pretty much said, like, after watching the show, it just, again, and just, she's like, I just can't.
Was it watching his confessionals? I don't know how that tape got out. Actually, I stole the tape.
I mean, James, as far as the show goes, he's like one of those people that we kind of need, because
he's very hilarious.
It's super hilarious. And then Schwartz has been saying a lot of shit lately. Like, what? Right. He got drunk again. And you know what I found funny when I was watching it today, like, Katie has such a problem with Schwartz drinking so much and like blacking out and like kissing other people. But when she was being Tequila Katie, she gave no fucks.
Yeah, I guess she felt, but there was a rumor that she like touched a guy's dick. But I guess she feels like, well, I'm not fucking nobody, so I don't know. Yeah. Don't make me get inside those white girls' head.
Yeah, she's one of the ones I don't even want to try to get into. But I'm getting more and more tired of Scheana.
Of course.
It's like she keeps saying, I'm done talking about it. It wasn't true.
It never happened.
It never happened.
We need to watch Norbit. It never happened.
Norbit, like, when it comes to comparing it to other movies, it's absolutely terrible. But it's hilarious because there's so many, like, one-liners.
Of all of Eddie Murphy's work, I guess Norbit's at the bottom.
Yes.
It's still fucking hilarious. So I didn't see nothing.
Do it.
I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought it was a hit. It wasn't until everybody else was like, that movie was horrible. It's like, well,
I mean, it's still funny.
I guess I like it.
Yeah. Where's Noodle my wine coolers? Oh my God. Yeah, that movie is just funny for the one-liners and stuff. Yeah. But as far as budgeting, like, it was just terrible. I feel like Eddie was like, you know what? I ain't done nothing in a long time.
I just want to have some fun.
I haven't really put on, like, makeup and prosthetics on. You know, let me just do this movie and just get it over with. But I definitely do have it on DVD. Because it's just like, you know what? I'm drunk. Let's watch Norbit. I'm going to show you how to bitch
go down the slide. I'm going to show you how a bitch go down the slide.
I'm sliding.
That's how Brittany needs to be. Oh, you want to see a bitch cheat? I'll show you how a bitch cheat.
You do it. But yeah, Scheana's just like, I'm done talking about it, but then she'll bring it up
in her confession. I'm like, I hope that's editing, because it really would look like I'm done talking about this. 2 seconds later in her confessional, I don't know why they keep bringing it up. I'm like, well, by the look of this show, you've brought it up all 8 out of 9 times.
Right?
Like,
yeah, it's just, I don't know, because she's making it a big deal, even though she's saying none of it's true.
Because she knows deep down, she knows it's true.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, you are just really trying really hard to make it look as if after your divorce, you just have your happily ever after. But cracks are starting to show.
It's funny because she talked to Lisa, because Lisa pulled out to her side, to the side. Everybody said she looked really, really, really skinny.
Yeah. So
if she's skinny on camera, I can't even imagine what she looked face to face.
Right.
So she sat her down and she's like, you've worked with me for a while. I can tell when something's going on. You look very thin. And she's like, I don't know why, I don't know why they just want to break up my relationship. And, I brought my man around this group and they just want to, break us down. We were just so happy. We were literally perfect. And then Lisa in her confession is like, everything's always good when you talk to her. And then they did like the flashback to like, how are you and Shay at Katie's wedding? Yeah. She's like, oh my God, we're just so good. It's like when we kiss, it's like the first time all over again. We're in love again. And sure enough, between seasons, Scheana Shay and Michael Shay getting a divorce. It's like, I thought you said, now she's saying, I'm the happiest I've ever been and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, you can keep saying whatever the fuck you want to say. So now she's accusing the show and the girls of why they're not together now. I think they're still good friends, but...
So, let me get this straight. Because in the history of reality TV, we've heard a lot of fucking rumors about couples. There have been gay couples. There have been serial cheating rumors. Not gay couples. Gay rumors of, like, gay rumors, cheating or lesbian cheating. Other babies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people are still together. Mm-hmm. So you mean a rumor of a kiss
is getting you
it's what upset. Broke y'all up?
She's saying that
Kirk done cheated on Rashida on TV with a bitch on a hot tub. He done came with a baby.
Don't forget Bambi was there.
Bambi was there. He done came with a baby by another woman and was paying the ladies rent and hush money and all this other stuff. And they still together. You mean to tell me that your relationship that was the happiest that you've ever been in and was like, everything, that broke y'all up?
No.
I know in Hollywood, people are stupid. So you might talk to people, and might think, okay, I could say that stupid shit and they go over their stupid heads. But you ain't fooling us. Okay? So next season, when you come back.
She ain't leaving.
Right. Just think of some better lies and some better excuses. That's all I ask. I'm not even going to say work on yourself to be a better person, because that's just a stretch for you. Just work better on your lies and the bullshit that you're trying to feed people.
Right.
That's all I ask.
My favorite part was like, you know what? Sit here. She went and stole like a croissant sandwich. Eat this. You need to eat. And she made her eat. She was like, you look really bad. And then later on, Katie was like, I'm missing his croissant sandwich. Oh my God. So they have to make it again. So, but
yeah,
I'm forgetting these girls' names. Stassi, Kristen, Katie, and Brittany went to this Lala viewing or whatever. Yeah. And Brittany pretty much told them that she's going to make things work and work it out.
Because she's a religious woman.
Now,
I'm a Christian. Don't you go.
She's a Christian lady that gets some dick. Okay.
Right. Girl.
Bye. And of course, all three of them are like, and it's like, I keep saying it, and I said this again. You have Stassi there. Stassi is your friend. You consider her a very dear friend to you. She dealt with Jax's bullshit for 6 or 7 years. She's telling you he is doing or saying anything he can for you to say. In all of his 38 years, he's never broken up with a girlfriend. So because he doesn't do that, you bitches keep sticking around. He's just going to stay there until you literally and physically move away from him or depart from him. So all that bullshit, I'm taking the dogs and I'm leaving. She still ain't done it yet.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, well, I mean, he's trying, like, he went to this, some metaphysic something that they went to that Peter took him to. And they were like, oh, okay, how long? He only did it once, first of all.
Of course.
He said he cried while he was there. And he said, out of all this stuff...
But boys have emotions, too, sometimes. So you shedding a tear.
Right? He was like, out of all this time, you know, the lady here was the first person to ask me, how am I doing? I'm like, nobody gives a fuck how you're doing.
Oh, where's the Eartha Kitt laugh when you need it?
Oh my God, I know that'd be perfect, right? But yeah, I'm like, no one gives a fuck how you're feeling. We know that it felt good when you put that dick up in Faith. Like, no one cares how you're doing.
Wow.
He was just like, because they went down the list, like, okay, what do you need help with? Well, so write this now. So we got to Jack. He's like, I'm just going through a lot, and started crying. You know, just. We've seen this how many times with Jax?
Like, first off, I don't take a guy serious that can carelessly tattoo like 2 to 3 women's name on
their body. Yeah.
Like, you just. It's like, oh, I tattooed Stassi's name. Okay, that didn't work out. Now I have another girlfriend, and she wants me to get rid of it. All right, let's take that off.
Then he
now let's
Carmen
go add Carmen.
Yeah.
And then Carmen was like, wait, was Carmen the one that he actually did break up with? But it was because, in reality, he was trying to say, like, you're too good for me. I mean, they all are, but she actually really was. She was, like, going to law school and stuff. Remember that white girl? He was like, it's not you, it's me.
I think so. Carmen was a dark hair one, because he was dating a dark hair one and a blonde hair one.
I'm thinking about the blonde one. Carmen was the one, I think she works out here in Vegas, like has some corporate job at one of the hotels.
Yes.
And I remember they were like, why the fuck is she with Jax?
Yeah.
But yeah. He just, I have no words for Jax.
I mean, it's all expected. Like, I can't even.
Can't get mad.
Yes, exactly. He's a fuckboy. Everybody, but I cannot get mad at any of his actions. The only person I can be like, you're stupid, is the girls that stick around with him.
The only time I think I would have an ounce of sympathy for the girl is if she is new to the U.S., is from another country, and that does not have Bravo, doesn't know what a Vanderpump is. And
so that's like 1 in a billion.
Right. So, yeah.
It was just really ridiculous that...
Yeah, I laugh at both of them now.
Yeah, but I laugh more at her than him.
Yeah.
And then Kristen has this whole idea to fly out her mom, and she was like, if her mom can't convince her to break up with Jax, she's like, no one can.
Well, I mean, that was obvious when she was like, well... My mom has been divorced 4 times, so I'm going to try to make this work. Wait, what logic? Don't go using your mom's fuck-ups.
Right.
Like, shouldn't that be, your mom has been divorced 4 times, but that also means that your mom has been put through some shit in her
She's a bad picker, too.
So, let me work to not end up like my mom and be divorced 4 times, but also let me not end up like my mom, picking the wrong fucking partners.
And this is a Christian family?
You know what they say. I mean, I don't know what they say. I just felt like it was.
I was looking like
at the moment to be like, you know what they say.
I mean, like
that's why you shouldn't say I'm a good Catholic girl. I mean, I ain't seen you in confessional. I'm a good Christian.
We all saw Cruel Intentions.
Right, exactly. We know what goes on inside that rosary. But,
right? Sniff, sniff.
Right. Yeah.
But that she doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I wish them no luck. You know, whatever y'all do, y'all do.
Right. It ain't me, so. But, yeah, that's just, that's the gist of it. I mean, I can't really remember anything else, so that means it's not as important. But
yeah.
Moving on to...
What can we talk about next?
We had one little situation in Beverly Hills.
Keep it on good old California.
Yeah, you can move on from west to east. The only thing that really stuck out and a lot of people were talking about was the fact that Teddy, from the very first episode, her episode, she's like, I'm an accountability coach. I'm always on time. I'm always punctual. I want to show people that I care about their time, and I don't want my time wasted either. Right. Which is, most people wants that. Right. So Dorit and Teddy was supposed to meet up at 4:00. Right. Teddy texts her at 4:02, like, I've just sat down, and I can't wait to see you soon. 10 minutes pass. 15 minutes pass. She texts her like, hey, where are you? Blah, blah, blah. And then she called her, didn't answer. So ultimately it got up to 48 minutes. And she was like, in her interview part, she's like, I am literally always punctual. Right. Like, I had a babysitter come to watch the kids. Like, I took care of all of that just so I can be here at 4 because that's the time that we set. Right. So Dorit finally calls her. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She knows she tries to do this fake mixed accent. Kind of sounds like Miss Doubtfire.
It was a run back routine.
I gotta watch Miss Doubtfire. Classic. Anyway, she kind of does.
Now I have to watch
more
Miss
feminine.
Doubtfire.
No, just a more feminine version of it. But yeah, it's like, hello, sweetie.
Right. Miss Doubtfire was so shady.
Very.
I was watching it recently. I was like, oh my God, all the shade she was throwing. Yes. She's like, dear, going on a date so soon. She said something, pretty much calling her a hoe.
Because of the dress?
Yeah.
She's like, don't you think that's being, too forward?
Right. Well, if you want him to think he could just come to your bed.
I was like, oh, Jesus, damn.
Catch that shade.
Right. Anyway, back to Dorit. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was in a meeting.
Oh my God.
Yes, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh my God.
I was in a meeting with people overseas, and, I'm launching my swimwear line.
Sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire's lying ass.
And she was like, all that's fine, but
right.
We was supposed to be here. She's like, you're really late? She's like, oh no, I'm only like 6 minutes late. She's like, Dorit, you're 48 minutes late. No, he's supposed to meet at 4:30. She said, no, he's supposed to meet at 4. She's like, well, I'm down the street. And then you can hear the driver. She's like, how far away are we? And he was like, man, we got like another 15 minutes for traffic, depending on the traffic. And she's like, I'm going to leave. I had a babysitter for me to come. She's like, I could have drank wine and water by myself at home. So I'm like, you know what? Thanks, Teddy, for putting her in her place. Because Dorit kind of thinks that she can do whatever she wants. On the last episode, she got really drunk at Kyle's like makeover party. Yeah. These rich people have parties for anything. Right. I'm having my floors done. Why don't we get together and celebrate?
Right. A floor party.
Right. And she got so drunk that she was like trying to make a joke, but she wound up calling Camille cunt.
Oh no.
And PK was like, had to, Dorit, stop. Like,
Right.
if she was just like, oh, la, 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 at Kyle's party. And
That's what you don't do.
Yeah.
You do not call a cunt to a woman who was able to get $50 million without a prenup from Kelsey Grammer. That's what you don't do, okay? That's a very respectful lady.
It really is. Well, her dancing skills.
Oh my
She
God.
been getting, did you
Just
see the
cutting
episode of
rug.
Vegas? She was just flinging
Yeah.
that hair. Just, yeah. And then did a flashback from like
Right.
season 1. And she's just like,
Yeah.
like,
She was like, when the music's on, I just move.
and then they show a further flashback
Right.
in like a music video. Like,
Yes. I think they did say like she was like a early 90s, like, not music video, but like a dancing, you know, on MTV, they just had dancing people.
Yeah.
We're about to go to break. And as they're going to break dancing.
Yeah, that's Camille.
She was one of
She's still working them heels
Right.
and stuff and them hips and stuff. But yeah, she was just ridiculous. Teddy really starting to really get to know her first. She's like, every time I'm with Dorit, she's talking about Lisa behind her back and talking very badly about her.
Yeah.
So that's why I really like Teddy, because she gets her own opinion about
especially when
everybody.
you guys supposedly made up. That's why we even stressed, I think, last episode, apologies don't mean shit. So that's why I'm not going to say they never mean shit, but a lot of times on these shows they don't, because you're sitting here begging somebody for an apology and then you finally get it. And it's like, okay, well, all our issues are put to rest. But they still sitting here talking shit about you, talking about, why I never got over what she did. It's like, so why did you apologize? Why did you guys, like, come to an agreement that y'all were on good terms?
Yeah, and Lisa was, like, straight. She was cool. Like, she went to Teddy's, like, equestrian competition thing. They got along fine.
Right.
But when Teddy and her husband went to have a lunch or dinner with Dorit and PK, then again she starts talking shit about. And then it was at Lisa's, goddamn, I really want to go to Villa Rosa.
Oh, yeah.
She has fucking mini horses and swans.
Yeah, it's a little exotic zoo.
It is. It's just dogs. Anyway, at Villa Rosa, it was Lisa, Kyle, Dorit, and Teddy. I want to say it was just those 4. And then again, she's talking shit about, it's just like, you can't, she has this thing where she has word vomit and she likes attention. Dorit really likes attention because she's so over the top when she doesn't have to be. Yeah. Most of the time. But anyway, that's the only really thing that really stuck out to me from this past episode. I know that they were supposed to meet tonight. You know, we're recording this on the Tuesday, so we're not going to be able to see the episode from tonight or talk about it. But apparently, Teddy and Dorit get together, and Dorit's really arguing with her about what time they were supposed to meet and the fact that she had a business meeting. And she's like, that's fine and all, but you still told me 4. And you wasted my time. So we'll see how that goes. Right. But yeah, moving on. Anything else in the West Coast?
I think that's it.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's go down south to Miami.
Whoop, whoop.
Uncle Trick Daddy
whoop,
is
pull over that.
too fat. Whoop, whoop, pull over that ass too fat. Hey. Good old
Trina.
Right. But Uncle Trick Daddy has just been he was talking to Gunplay. He was like, you know, you can't even have threesomes no more with these women these days.
He sounds like such a disgruntled uncle.
He's so angry with the world. Everything is not what it used to be. He was like, yeah. And, you know, you have these little young girls, and then they want to say they look a certain way, and then they be catfishing you, and they don't look they don't look like their pictures. You know how his wife came in the last episode? He just looked like, why the fuck are you in my house? Why was he telling Gunplay, yeah, she walked in my house and looking good as a motherfucker. I was like, wait, I thought you didn't want her there. And now you tell me, like, but I had to play it off like, you know.
I didn't care.
You won't talk, but I'm going to sit there and talk, but I ain't really going to talk because I'm going to talk about it when I want to talk about it. He was just...
What?
He was just not happening. But he wanted to let go play another. She was looking fine as hell.
Right.
Like, that's your wife, dude. Like,
right.
I hope so.
Oh,
And then,
that is hilarious.
Yeah, so funny. And then, Bucky came out again.
Shay, for people who ain't familiar with Flavor of Love, I guess. Yeah.
I guess.
But how are you not from... Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
How you not... That was like when
Right.
reality TV was so much better.
That's when it just... Yeah.
That was like good. That was like 15-ish when all those
Yeah.
really good shows came out. Tough Love, Flavor of Love, I Love New York, Charm School, Surreal Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those are like really, really good. But anyway, so Shay meets up with Pooch and Liz. Now, Liz is the girlfriend of Prince, who is a rival of Pooch. Prince doesn't know that they're friends. So they come to find out that Gabby, who is P's ex-girlfriend, was the same person that Liz and Prince got an argument about. But they didn't know at the time it was the same person.
So while she's
neither of
here...
them knew who... One didn't know what her name was, and
Yeah.
one didn't know what she looked like.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah.
So while she's sitting here telling... If I have this right. Wait. That's Pleasure's ex.
Yes. Gabby is Pleasure's ex.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And Gabby is also...
Friends of Prince. Because they're...
Friends.
Exactly. It's perfect time for air quotes.
So while she's sitting there telling Pleasure she wants to be back with him since Pretty Ricky's back together.
Prince is also her friend, and she meets up with him, and he invites her or hires her to walk in his fashion show for his fashion jean line.
Okay.
And so Shay, Liz, and Pooch were being messy and went to that because she didn't know about it, the girl from Liz. And when they were just sitting there watching all the models walk down the runway, Shay noticed that was, she calls her mint chocolate.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, So she's like, wait a minute, that's mint chocolate. and I'm like, she's like, that's her? And then later on, they found out her name was Gabby. She's like, oh, you're, like, they're just like, what the fuck? Like, and then Shay didn't know that's his Pleasure's ex. So when they go behind the scenes later, she's like, what you talking about? Pleasure's my ex. She's like, oh, so he didn't tell me that. So you threw ice cream at the bitch and you didn't even know who she was to him.
Just she was too close.
So, okay, let's say you didn't know that was his ex-girlfriend. When you saw him eating ice cream from the spoon of another woman, why would you automatically throw ice cream at her?
Yeah, should have been thrown at him. And then the fact that he's sitting here, I gotta make a decision. Oh, it wouldn't be no decision.
Just
like
messy.
If I have been with you for 2 years and we've been in a relationship like they both claim, then for your ex to just pop up and for you to really just be like, I don't know what to do, that means that clearly I didn't mean to you what you meant to me. Exactly. So I'm gonna make this decision real fucking easy for you. Goodbye. FYI, Pretty Ricky sucks anyway. Know me.
As we sing the song.
Everyone's really only here for spectacular. His red
underwear. His red dun-dun-dun.
Right. And his dance off.
Ballet spins. So, but then another thing too, as she's walking, the guys are like, no, he this way. Yeah. That should have gave you a red flag too. Right. So not only are you getting mad at the wrong person, you should be getting mad at him. You know his boys know something because they're trying to take you away from where he is. Right. Meaning that this has been going on for some time. Mm-hmm. So you just all around throwing mint chocolate at the wrong person. Yeah. Because he's over here lying to both people. Gabby doesn't know that he's in a relationship at the time. Shay doesn't know that he's having dinner and seeing his ex-girlfriend
Right.
that he says got away. But now you're getting mad at him? Like, oh, that's my man. It's like, well, it's his fault for not even telling her that he had a girlfriend.
Right.
So it's like people have to really focus on what the real issue is.
Right.
It's not usually the groupies. It's the person who's getting to all these groupies.
Yep.
Be like Gunplay and keep your dick in your dickies. And your ass won't, catch the wrath of your girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. The next episode is just supposed to be Shay, like, you saw what I've been through with Scrappy. If you were going to do all of this, you should have just left me alone. Which
that's the story of every woman and man that has been wrong. Like,
yeah.
You know what I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get what she's saying, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, no real fuckboy is going to be like, you know what? I'm going to come and I'm going to treat you amazing. But somewhere along the line, I'm going to get bored and start fucking around with other people. So therefore, I'm just not even going to try to pursue you.
No.
And if they do, you're probably going to be stupid enough to be like, well, I still think we can make it work.
I respect your honesty. I respect you telling me what's going on now.
But I think we can make it work.
Work my ass.
So,
I wish somebody would. I don't know. Maybe I'm really big on men respecting women. Not because I'm this, like, alpha female or anything like that. But when it comes to partnerships and relationships, in my definition of what that is, I take it very seriously. So if I'm getting into the situation where we're in a serious monogamous, and I say monogamous because some of y'all fools want to be in relationships and still fuck other people on the side. That's not what a lot of people want. So I have to clarify monogamous for people.
Right.
If I'm in that type of relationship with you, that means I've actually done the work.
Right.
Made sure that you are not full of shit or tried to. So if I see or hear that you are being disrespectful, it's not going to be hard for me to walk away.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably going to make it very clear to you, don't fuck with me. Mm-hmm. I will leave in 2 seconds. You're not the only man in the world. Right. Just like I'm not the only woman in the world because you decided to cheat on me. And I'm going to keep pushing. So just be careful when you say that someone's your man.
Yeah.
Because you probably didn't get to know all the information that you needed to. Instead of you just laying on your back or giving him money.
Oh my God.
Or, I mean, it's a long list of the things that don't show him you're a good person. He has to show you why he's deserving of you being a good person towards him. There's a huge difference. Yeah. So, anyway, my sermon. Enough of my sermon. Bobby knows that his boyfriend is seeing his ex-boyfriend again. Ah, yes. Because he gave the backpack to him. Yeah. And Bobby knew that brand of backpack was something affiliated. Him. So he automatically knew that was he had a fit and, oh my God, you just yelling and all that. But and Amada and Veronica got in an argument. Because
saw that coming.
Yeah. But the surprising part was the one with the blue hair. Yeah. She actually had been talking while they're arguing. She's like kind of staying out of it, trying to have them not fight. Yeah. She had been talking to young Hollywood behind everybody's back, trying to work with him. She's like, well, I know what's going on, and Amada had her thing with him, but he's a good producer. And I'm like, you gotta be careful who you call friends too. Yeah. So, you know what
it's like, because this season it's really highlighting colorism. Yeah, it is. In the the Latino community. So by her two friends being lighter skin And them
the other
not
one
fully,
is Haitian.
yes,
and
and
I don't
then
know if she's mixed or anything.
Yeah, and then not fully comprehending and understanding where Amara is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those issues, kind of like people that are ignorant towards racism.
Yeah.
Kind of like in the sense of, well, it's not happening to me, so I don't understand why you shouldn't just get over it.
Right.
Like them not fully understanding why she's that upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know if I were to meet a guy, or my friends we were all to meet a guy, and he told one of my friends, well, yeah, I'm a photographer, but you know, you kind of like a little too dark, so maybe if we do this or that, yeah. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to get to know you. I don't want to work with you. I don't have anything else to say, because I get and I understand why on every level you are a piece of shit.
Right.
So maybe for them, not at all saying that they're wrong, but them being so ignorant towards why he said what he said was that disrespectful. And it's like, well, that don't really apply to me.
Right.
Which, that's what I really think a good chunk of it is. Like, you guys you're a little bit more than ignorant, but your ignorance is also, it's one of those, well, it ain't affecting me type things.
Yeah, it's not affecting me, and, well, he apologized. What else do you want?
Yeah.
Why do you just let it go?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not gonna let it go. It's like, I don't know. She said that this is her friend. I don't see how she got the friend title in the first place, because she went off on her way too easily.
Right.
Like, no. And then she calls her a bitch. You're a fucking ungrateful bitch. Like,
yeah.
First of all, she didn't ask you to go tell him to apologize. You
right.
did that on your own. And she didn't ask you to console her when she was crying about, like, how she felt. You did that on your own.
Right.
So now you're calling her ungrateful for something she didn't ask for.
Right. And then it's like, yeah, I consoled her. Another reason why it's like, well, I don't think she's ever your friend. Because for somebody to even throw that in your face, like, you came to me crying and I consoled you. Like, I mean, as a human being, that should be... Yeah. That you shouldn't want brownie points for that.
You don't do anything for recognition or appreciation. Yeah. You do something because you want to, out of the kindness of your heart. If you somebody wind up saying, you know, thank you for doing X, Y, and Z, it's like, cool, but I mean, you're my friend and I'm going to be there for you.
Right.
I'm not going to expect anything in return. If we get in an argument, I'm not going to be like, well, you remember when I gave you that gas money, bitch? You weren't grateful. And it's like, but I didn't even ask you for that $5. It's just now you just, I don't know.
Yeah, you're just showing your character.
Yeah.
Not even your personality, your character.
So when Young Hollywood, the girl with the blue hair, I forget her name. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just don't remember her name.
Girl with blue hair, she'll do.
And Veronica got together with JoJo. JoJo was invited to the event that they were at. And JoJo was like, well, one minute they were telling me that she was overreacting, but they're like talking shit behind her back. Yeah. All three of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was just like, and JoJo's like, I don't like the fact that y'all are talking about her back. I'm going to leave.
Wow. Yeah.
So, of course, JoJo in the next episode is going to tell Amanda what happened. Yeah. And it's crazy because Amanda, I don't know if it was a clip. I think it was a clip for the next episode. Mm-hmm. But she meets up with Juju. Yeah. Now, I thought about this actually on the way here to the studio. You have... Amanda did the interview with Charlamagne. Yeah. She tried to talk about what's the difference between Cardi B and her. Right. Or whatever. And it's like people still don't understand what she's talking about as being an Afro-Latina, dark-skinned Latina. I'm like, how versus a light-skinned Latina. Right. And how it's harder to get roles in movies. You're not taken seriously. Like, just for us as black Americans, right? If we want to go to an audition, they automatically want us to put us a drug dealer, the prostitute, the whore, the loud ghetto one, or things of that nature. So when Amanda did audition, they were like, you were great, but we'll call you when we have like a prostitute or something.
Yeah.
Because same thing.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because they were talking about Cardi and how she's doing really well and she's Afro-Latina. She was like, well, first of all, she started in America and then went into the Latin industry. Right. I'm starting from the Latin industry and coming into America. She's like, it's very different. And still in the Latin community on TV, like there's hardly
and there's colorism in every. There's colorism among the Asian community, among Black people. Like, every different ethnicity, to some degree, has colorism issues.
And it's usually, I forgot where I saw it, but it said that the Black race is the only race where you get the most different types of colors within one race.
Right.
And you can have the lightest of lights and the darkest of darks when it comes to Black people,
right?
Just in general, and that's including Caribbean, African, Afro-Latino, like all of them. So it's just crazy because I never heard any. So you know how people are saying that Amada's doing blackface. That's not really her skin tone or things of that nature. I never heard that about Juju. And you know why? Because everybody thought Juju was 100% a Black woman.
Yep.
And so now people are just now finding out that she's Afro-Latina because of the next episode.
Yeah.
It's like, so no one talks shit about Juju and her black-facing because they thought she was Black when she's actually, I think, 100% Cuban.
Yeah.
And she has just as nice chocolate skin as Amada does. But when Amada is like really letting everyone know, it's not that Juju kept it secret. It just never really came up. But now she's be known from the beginning. She's blackface. She's faking it. She's just doing too much. So now it's like, okay, well, what does that say about the Black community? How most of the people that are talking about her being blackface are the Black community who we thought Juju was Black.
Yeah.
100% African American, if you want to be more specific. And I was like, that's so fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's okay for Cardi B to say she's Afro-Latina.
Yeah.
Because she's mixed with Trini and Dominican, I think.
Yeah.
But you have this darker girl say she's Afro-Latina, and they're like, you're blackface.
You're doing too much.
Yeah.
Talking about too much. Let it go.
It's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe because the Afro people think the Afro's too much, but it shouldn't matter. I'm natural. If I want to rock my motherfucking Afro, I will. My hair is too long though already. But anyway, there's nothing really else interesting about Miami. What you want to talk between? We got Atlanta, we have Jersey, and Married to Medicine.
Let's get Jersey out the way.
Jersey, reunion part 1. It's a lot of arguing about dumb shit, maybe coming from Siggy. Siggy wants to talk shit about the foyer in Margaret's house because there was a bear in it.
Rawr. God dang it.
You can't say it. You cannot say it. I know exactly what you want to say, and you cannot say this on this mic. Oh my God, don't do it. Don't do it.
Where's our friend Philip when you need him?
Hi, Philip! If he's ever listening. But no, you cannot say that, rawr. Just a regular rawr. It was just a lot of just... What really was upsetting and disappointing, really, was when they went back and showed clips of, like, Siggy's behavior when she stuck out her tongue at Margaret when she was walking away, when she got on the floor and yelled after she yelled at Melissa at that event. Instead of, like, you know, some people, they'll show the screen of their reactions, like squinting or like shaking their head. She's laughing. Like, oh my God, it's so funny. Like, look what I did. And the fact that she's a grown ass woman who is supposed to be a relationship expert.
Yeah.
She's something's wrong. Something's off. I can't diagnose. I can't say she's crazy or schizophrenic or narcissistic or anything like that. But something's off. Or if she has too much pride to say that she was wrong, which is, I think, what the case is.
Yeah.
But the fact that her sticking her tongue out somebody made her laugh. Yeah. That's kind of sad. Yeah. And she's arguing about some bullshit. Margaret's still my favorite. I feel like she's probably one of, if not the best new housewife. Yeah. In the Housewife franchise.
Yeah, I heard it might be a rumor, but I heard that allegedly Caroline and Jacqueline was coming back.
And Wakili, Kathy.
That will get me back to.
You know what?
Watching.
I follow. You know,
I would probably say Kathy.
I would prefer Kathy, to be quite honest with you. Yeah. But I saw pictures of them recently, like her husband. The kids are so like grown and gorgeous. Yeah, Victoria's so pretty. Yeah. I mean, she was before, but she's grown now, so she's probably like 23, 24.
Yeah, are gonna be. Yeah, them Italians got some good genes. Are gonna be really cute. Like, especially, like, Joe and Melissa's kids. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And then Kathy's husband has, like, this long, like, hair. Oh. Like, he's in the 70s or some shit. I'm like, all right. But they look happy just being them and off to the side. Right. But between Caroline, Jacqueline, and Kathy, I would pick Kathy. Yeah. Like, I don't think I can deal with Caroline being back on the show.
Yeah, I mean, but I do kind of miss her. I really like Caroline just because Caroline don't kiss nobody's ass.
Yeah, that's very true.
And after seeing all these people, including Melissa, like, say what you want, like, the reason why they even get along to the extent that they do is because it's a lot of Melissa biting her tongue and having to kiss Teresa's ass. Yeah. And even all the new people that have come on the show, it's like, I'm kissing Teresa's ass. I'm bowing down to Teresa. Mm-hmm. Even when Jacqueline came back, it was some degree of like, well, I still want to be friends and I still want to do this, and that. While you're trying so hard to be Teresa's friend, but Teresa really is like, I give no fucks. Care less about you. Caroline will come back, hey, bitch, I don't like you. I know you don't like me. What?
That's so true.
So that's I would be really like, yes, I would be so happy to finally see someone come back and be like, Teresa who?
If Teresa can do what she did to, and mind you guys, Kathy is her blood cousin. Yeah. I want to say it was her mom's sister. Yeah. And now her mom's passed. Yeah. But for Teresa to do what she did to her blood relatives. Yeah. It's very fucked up.
It don't sit right with me. And then especially because like Kathy was like very, nice and and I think Teresa takes advantage of that. Yeah. Like, so yeah, I would love to see Kathy. Yeah. I really would, because I do miss seeing them on TV. True. But if they
top two is Kathy and
yeah. For me, it's like bring back Miss Manzo.
Yeah. But I did watch a spinoff show. Yeah. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, I love their spinoff show.
Albie and Chris are just so funny. I don't know if you knew that Lauren had. Is her name Lauren?
Lauren, yeah.
She had a baby.
Oh,
her baby's already like a year and something already.
Time just be passing.
And she's super cute.
Right. Yeah. Her daughter didn't take Teresa's shit neither. That whole family really just like, we don't take y'all shit.
Albie Sr. didn't take shit from nobody.
That's why, yeah. I bring the whole family back.
No, the whole family, their own show was funny too. Yeah. I used to watch it. It was just really funny, but but you know what? I'm waiting for part 2. You know why? Because goddamn Kim D's gonna be there. Clink, clink, bitch. Clink, clink. I cannot wait until Kim
messy D. ass.
It's like you have to have Kim a little D sprinkle of Kim D in every season.
The super unclassy, I really don't give a fuck version of Marlo Hampton.
Very true.
Yeah.
Which is
with
weird
really
to say.
Bad eyeliner and makeup.
You too, bitch. You too. You're going right back to jail. Clink, clink, bitch. It's like, whoa. I don't think Marlo's ever said anything like that.
No. Well, she did one season, and that's probably the reason why she never got her peach for her homophobic comment.
Yes.
But yeah, no, Kim D is look, I don't care who I got to shade to get my cameo and get my check.
Right.
But I will.
Yeah. She's like, I still get my money. She was like, Teresa is going to accuse her of being a magnum. Oh, magnum.
Madam. Oh, yeah.
She said magnum.
You're a magnum.
He was like, where, you think that she's a magnum? She's like, yeah, she's a magnum. It's like, oh my God, here she go with this dumb side. Something's wrong with her. But, I mean, it wasn't, I think it's going to be more in the second part.
Yeah.
Of course, Dolores and Danielle went into it, added a little bit. Teresa talked about being lonely.
I'm so sick of being lonely every night while my man goes to jail. Oh, no.
What it is to be free.
Fucking field mob. Yes. God, I miss the early 2000s.
I know, it was pretty good. You have to compare it with anything that's like the 80s or 90s. Early 2000s.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so it's the same shit with Margaret and Siggy. But Siggy is just, oh my God. So I was on Instagram today, on our Instagram for the podcast. And I was going through the timeline, and then somebody took a screenshot of them getting blocked by Siggy. And I said, welcome to the elite club of people she's blocked. And she was like, I guess I'm among the best. I said, you're among many. She got that soggy finger to start to block it. Like, block.
Twitter fingers turn to soggy fingers.
Right.
You're getting blocked by a...
I wonder what she put on Instagram lately. Because she is ridiculous. She says her bio says motivational speaker, author, relationship expert. Hashtag write your own fairy tale.
Okay.
And she puts a picture up with a Chanel bag and some glasses. She talks about somebody getting married. She talks about the time she was on Wendy Williams.
Okay.
Wait, no, was she? No, this is an old clip. I don't remember her being on there at all. So I always like to see if there's always comments that she forgot to like delete.
Oh, Lord.
Because it's funny, because it's like, oh my God, everything. I love you so much. You're just such the best. And then you got one people say, you're full of shit, bitch.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's like, oh, she forgot one. But mostly, all these people are like, kiss ass.
Yeah.
Just one person, you're my favorite housewife of all time. Anybody who can say that Siggy on this season was her favorite housewife of all time, you're just as delusional and soggy as she is.
Maybe they just started watching. Like yesterday.
I don't know. She's flipping weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, nothing much. So we can go on to
our Atlanta shows.
Married to Medicine or Roa?
Let's start with Married to Medicine.
Okay. So Married to Medicine, we have... It's personally my favorite reality TV show going on right now. I know I said that before. But Simone and Cecil are doing better. Simone is now going to be the face of the app that Cecil took the money from the account without telling her.
Right.
I'm like, if you want to make up for whatever you're doing, I think that's the best way to do it.
Right.
So it's like an app where neighborhood kids can request or select jobs for like around the neighborhood. Yeah. So the kid doors down can come and cut your grass for like some money or whatever. So I think it's a pretty good idea. Of course, children, you always have to be very careful and diligent. Yeah. And Quad was like, what are you going to do about the safety of the kids and sex offenders? Good old Quad. Right. And they said like every every adult has to have a national background check.
Yeah.
So before they are able to use the app and stuff. So they've already thought about.
Yeah.
When it comes to kids, you have to
Right.
think. That's one of the first things you have to do with it. So, and this whole Heavenly Mariah situation.
Your mama. You just have to.
And she said, what she say? She said, I don't give a damn if you say some shit, I'm gonna say fuck you and your mama. She said, she's like, God damn Heavenly, you and this mama stuff.
It's so funny. I don't know. I haven't had anyone say your mama to me in like at least.
Remember your mama on MTV? Was
your
Wilmer?
mama. Ooh, Mariah would have been super offended on that show. But
Right.
I can't imagine really being that offended.
No.
By
Your mama.
and it's Heavenly.
Yeah.
I would have been like, your mama, your bad weave. Like, just
Boom. Done.
and I would say boom.
Your waistline.
Boom. Your mama that. Like,
It's just that, and then it's I don't know.
it's funny.
Because Simone is having marital problems, Heavenly is taking over the couple trip and planning it because she's like, I'm a relationship expert, so I'm just gonna take the trip from you
Like,
because you got problems in your marriage. Like, bitch, what the fuck?
Like, you ain't a hair expert. Especially seeing how shady Heavenly is in her confessionals.
Very.
I would be just like Heavenly is to Heavenly. In your face, I'm a relationship expert. You ain't a weave expert. You ain't I would just,
She be letting everybody have it in person and on her little interview confessional things. But I'm just getting tired of them talking about the same stuff. I'm tired of Mariah getting upset about the whole mama thing. She's like, well, how's somebody going to apologize and then say the same stuff later? You act like she said anything worse than your mama. It's not something to be upset about.
Right.
Just consider it petty. You're beneath me. Remember, don't come off your chariot, right? So just keep it pushing. And now Heavenly wants an apology. She's like, well, I want an apology before I can invite her on my trip.
That's why she just wanted to be the leader of the trip, so she can invite and disinvite. That's smart, Heavenly.
And then she's like, I don't want
you know what? I think I can, take this time, enjoy your husband. Don't worry about it. And of course, Simone, it would be nice to just go ahead and enjoy this time with Cecil, Heavenly. First rule of action: Mariah's not coming.
That's pretty much what it was. That's pretty much what it was. Of course, Toya wants everybody to come because she's friends with Mariah now. But it's just both of them are angry for things that they shouldn't even be angry about before. For Mariah, for Heavenly being embarrassed at the event. And it's like, just consider this bitch was petty and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Not everybody at that event knew exactly what she was talking about or if it was shady. Only the people who knew the situation and who were there would know about it. So it's not that big of a deal. The fact that I'm still on your mind after you give your speech about your mom makes, me win because you're still thinking about me.
Right. And your mom's dress was ugly. Like,
your mama's dress.
I would have just came more mama-isms. Your mama's hat.
No wonder, and your mama.
Right.
No wonder your mama.
Your mama's facial expression.
No wonder your mom has Alzheimer's.
Oh my God.
I'm just combining the two.
Right. Oh, but yeah, she
It's really irritating. So Jackie and Curtis went out in public for the first time. He's not like back in the house or anything. She just came over to talk to her, and of course he bought her tickets to Paris. And she was like, I can't go. She said it was like, when we went, he's like, apparently he's fluent in French.
Oh.
So they like went out and went all this stuff. She was
Yeah.
like, I can't go to you to Paris in this space. This is not the time for that.
If I was Dr. Jackie, I would use this time to get whatever the fuck I want out of Curtis. You know what? I'm tired of this house. I want a high rise like I originally said.
Girl, yeah, you're right. I would too.
And if I really was that petty, you can come back if we can agree to adopt a kid.
And he actually has been sending her gifts like every week without being asked.
Yeah.
So I would have been like, you know what? Totally was like, I want Jackie and Curtis to work things out. But she's like, can't you do like a year's worth of punishments though?
Right.
Like a harsh punishment? Toy would be like, no. You're going to do my toenails. Like, you're going to work for my apology, you know, my acceptance of you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like they will, but I think Jackie's taking her time. She's not going to be like a Brittany. That's...
I'm taking the dogs.
And leaving.
Next episode, y'all getting a new place.
Right?
That's what I meant. I'm taking the dogs and moving to our new place.
They had a housewarming, and Lisa thought it was very stupid, by the way.
She's like, I haven't been in an apartment in 50 years, darling.
Even her kids had a house. Maybe her son, because I think he had an apartment before she bought him his place. But even then, she'd probably be like, darling, I'm downstairs. Come to the Rolls Royce.
Right. Darling, I need you to at least get an apartment with an elevator.
Right?
And a doorman. I don't open doors.
Jiggy doesn't open doors either. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with Married to Medicine. Nothing with Dr. G. He didn't speed off any, and Minnie Cooper had talked.
Okay. All right, enough.
Oh,
okay.
shit, sorry. Last but not least, Roa. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, these last 2 episodes.
It's just been a lot going on.
Yeah. First of all, Kim Zolciak, your lion ass just need to go jump off the cliff of, I don't know, the same cliff that, Scar pushed Mufasa down. Go jump down that fucking cliff. I don't know. Okay?
R.I.P. Mustafa.
Mufasa.
Mufasa?
You said Mustafa.
I told you I was tongue-tied, you guys. All over the place.
So yeah, I'm just so tired. The lies. I'm just so tired of her. Now all of a sudden, after all these years, Candy wanted to eat my box or something. Like,
it's like, first of all, you already know that there was a rumor with Portia.
So why would you even?
So even though that rumor was more extreme because it's talked about like drugging, and taking advantage of somebody, but the base of it was she likes women, ultimately. Portia almost got her ass beat more than once. So why would you even bring it up? What is the purpose of you bringing it up besides you wanting your peach back, which you don't have yet?
And you ain't gonna get.
So I don't understand what is the point of even bringing it up.
You're just a liar. And then just hearing your clip with like you and Sheree. Oh yeah, Brielle took a picture and there was like 10 roaches. First off, we've all seen the video.
Yeah.
That it was one bug. It was not a roach.
No, it wasn't.
It was like, so it was just interesting to see like all you do is lie.
Yeah.
Like that's all you've ever been. Then someone posted like a throwback clip of when she was like, it was just so sad when I had cancer and everything. And Nene was like, oh my God, I didn't know you had cancer. And then Andy was like, oh my God, Kim, I'm sorry you didn't have cancer. And she was like, well, I mean, it wasn't cancer, but it was the very first season reunion.
All right, Peggy.
It was like when I think they were talking about why she wears wigs and stuff. And so she started crying, and so Nene was like, well, I didn't know that that's why you wore wigs. I thought that was just your fashion choice.
Fashion choice.
And so then Andy was like, oh my God, are you okay? And she was like, and I was just so relieved to find out that it wasn't cancer. And everybody was like,
bitch, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yes. So yeah, I was excited.
So it was a cancer scare?
it was a Brooks 1.0 before Brooks 1.0 was a Brooks.
A Brooks 1.0.
Before the Brooks 2.0 was
That's
the
like
Brooks
a 2.9. That shit was insane.
It was.
Oh, speaking of OC, we're going to say farewell to Megan King Evans.
Aww.
She will not be on the next season.
I was just really starting to like her.
I know, but I think it's lots been going on, and she's pregnant with twins, and her and Jim decided to like have their base in St. Louis now.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, she's not. I heard a while ago that they were gonna
Thinking
got a house and stuff there. Somebody had put in the comments like, we'll miss you. Thank you for being the
lead investigator
of this. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, they were like lead investigator Brooks.
Right.
I was like, yes, indeed. Award for Best Housewives Detective.
Oh, yeah. She cracked that shit wide open.
Oh, that's the whole... If you really want to know where the whole Vicky Brooks thing happened, it was Megan. Megan was like... This is some bullshit.
And the psychic.
And yes.
I didn't mean to call that psychic.
Yeah.
But he does charge like $100. But I still want to go to him. He's like, I just don't see it. I don't see it. I'm not saying he doesn't have it. I'm just saying I don't see it.
And Megan's wheels just kept turning.
He does chemo at the National Place of the... Well, interesting you say that because I called them and they don't do PET scans.
Damn. It was like the whole medical center and some like in Newport something. She's like, well, this facility doesn't do, they only do MRIs. They do PET scans and CAT scans. It's like, damn, bitch. Like she really had her facts. But anyway, farewell. Nice. Yes. Have a wonderful journey with your two boys on the way and baby Aspen. Right.
Maybe we'll see you again somewhere on the housewife radar.
I feel like she'll pop her head up or here and there. But I was like starting to like her. Her first season, I did not like her whatsoever. Because she was being way too much with Scheana, in my opinion. Yeah. But over time, it's just... Yeah. I actually like her.
Yeah, I think the first half of that season, it was Shannon. And then once they kind of got okay, then it was Gumbelson's time.
Oh, Lord. She had it.
Yeah.
She got it.
All right, but...
Back to Atlanta.
Yeah. So that was that. And then I guess she knew she was caught in a lie. And even the way Candy, wrote on her Twitter, like... Bitch, I ain't never tried. Then she tried to go back and recant and be like, I didn't say she tried to eat my box. I said I would never let her. It was like, yeah, you said that. And then when Sheree was like, wait, did she try?
That she tried to.
And then you implied like, well, And another thing. Like, oh, everybody knows you and Todd do whatever her and Todd do so that he can set up to bring the bullshit to their bedroom.
Good old Bertha.
That is between them two. If as a married couple they like to be swingers and bring people in, that is their business.
Obviously, they have a good job of covering it up because I heard nothing from no
alleged participant come forward.
They got NDAs left and right.
Right.
That's what you rappers need to learn. Get an NDA.
So at this point, it's all just rumors. So if that's what they want to do, that's their business. It's not for you. We don't know what the fuck you and Corey do, and y'all. Oh,
Corey?
No, Croy.
Oh, I thought you said Corey.
Oh, no. Okay, Croy. Whatever. We don't know what the hell y'all do in y'all room. Whatever. I don't know.
They did enough to have 4 kids together.
Right. Wasn't nobody talking about you when you was clearly smoking cigarettes with your pregnant belly? Oh, damn. How did that kid turn out?
Which one was that?
I think it was like one? It was Kid After Cash, but TMZ KJ? Got it. Yes. KJ. She was at least 4 to 5 months and was, and it was like, is she smoking? And she had some type of explanation. They were like, no, bitch, you have a belly.
Wait, didn't she say something like her doctor said it was okay to have like one?
What doctor is that?
Somebody that want her money.
Right.
Just to hear what.
I I have never heard one cigarette a week won't
If the
hurt
cigarette
baby.
companies can have the warning sign on the side of the box, then I think whatever the doctor says is bullshit.
Right.
Like, you can have one per 3 months, every month.
Shut up, doctor. Okay.
But, it just seems so messy with Kim, like, that being back. And a lot of the things that are coming from Nene, I kind of expect, because she's always been that way. Yeah. But for some reason, this whole thing with Kim, it's like, can you go back to having your own show? Like,
just go back to there. So that way I can choose if I want to watch you.
Talking about she's from a higher power. And
higher power of what? A higher power of sleeping with married men?
And keep your legs close to him now.
Like, just, girl.
I don't know. I don't know what her point was of telling the person that, but
what else was there?
I mean, Hurricane Harvey.
Yes, they did highlight that.
Oh, there's a lot of drama behind it. Unfortunately, you don't want
you would
drama.
Think the biggest drama would be the hurricane itself.
Exactly.
No, not with these women.
So Portia had, in her family's charity and foundation, set up an event in Houston where Harvey hit really, really bad. So she invited everyone to come, but of course, nobody really wanted to go. Kenya said she wasn't going to be there. She was going to be in LA. And so it wound up being Cynthia. And then later on, Shamia called and was like, well, I saw on social media that you were going to do something. I want to be a part of it. Yeah. So this Shamia wound up going. They had their events. It was cool. Cynthia had one. Portia had one. So Portia went to Cynthia's. And Cynthia said she was going to go to Portia's. Well, Kenya showed up to Cynthia's event last minute, and then Cynthia changed her mind and wanted to go to Kenya's event and told Portia that she wasn't going to be able to make it. I'm like, I understand why she left. Don't get me wrong. But I just feel like if I'm going to tell someone I'm going to do something, it's just, you kind of just need to do it.
Right. That's kind of rude.
It was. I felt like it was really rude.
Right.
So I'm not gonna be like, oh, my real friend is here, so I'm not gonna come over here. Yeah, I felt like it was kind of shady. But she didn't think it was. And so Kenya came last minute, and then she wound up having an event. Right. That pulled up, and so it was Habitat for Humanity. They were like gutting out some houses that had flood damage and all that kind of stuff. They get there, and I understand that Kenya was in her zone. You can be in your zone. Right. There's no problem with that. If you feel like it's very, very important for you to work for these families that almost lost everything, and they did, then fine. Right. But that does not give you the right to still talk to people like pieces of shit. Right. And that's the problem that I had when it came to Kenya. Yeah. She gets to the house. I guess people were trying to take pictures and stuff. She's like, sorry, we're not taking pictures. We're here to help people. It's like, okay, you can at least be like, oh, you know what? I don't really have time. We'll try to do something when we come back out. Right. Something where it's like you're saying the same thing, but in a different way. Yeah. She wouldn't let Mel get water for a water break. She was like, we don't need a water break. We need to get this stuff done. We need to help these families. Just like your face right now, that's how I was like, what? Right. I mean, the whole point of you're doing whatever it is for the family. Right. I'm pretty sure that family outside does not care if you take a drink of water or not. Right. Ultimately, you're helping them regardless. Right. Even if it's one swing, I'm pretty sure they appreciate the fact that you flew all the way to Houston to help do something. So Shamia calls Kenya, and she answers the phone with an attitude. And she's like, what, Shamia? Or something like that. Like, what do you want? And she was like, hey, I'm on my way to you. I'm trying to figure out, because I want to help. I'm just trying to figure out what house I'm at. She was like, well, I don't have time to tell you where. You can ask a volunteer. We're over here doing work and being busy.
Okay. Okay. We're over here doing work and being busy. Girl, I'm about to go to a bar. I don't have time for this.
And so Scheana was like, okay, like, all right. So I guess she finds somebody and they tell her where it is. She's all in her little suit and stuff. So they're finally taking a break, sweating under their like hazmat suits things. Yeah. And she's like, okay, well, Shamia's here. She's like, you can do the trash bags while we do the sheetrock. Like, not even the Habitat for Humanity people are telling her what she should do.
Right.
Kenya's telling her what she should do. Last time I checked, she wasn't a fucking contractor.
Right.
So Scheana, like, before they went back inside, she's like, oh, I just wanted to let you know that, Portia couldn't make it, so I'm here on her behalf. She's like, okay, that's fine. And she's like, she also wants to, give a donation. She said, we can handle that later.
Oh, okay.
It was like everything she was saying or doing, she was being very dismissive. I don't want to talk about it. It's like, you asked Portia to come to your PSA, but yet you can't talk to her friend with any kind of respect. Yeah. What was the point of her being a part of the PSA? That was just so she can be a part of your stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, be the assistant.
Yeah.
And it was just so rude and disrespectful on so many levels. But that wasn't even the kicker. The kicker is when they went to dinner. And Scheana brought it up after her, Mel, and Cynthia were all talking about it at the table with Lauren and Portia because they weren't there. Yeah. So when Kenya finally comes in, she's like, how was the day? She's like, good. I mean, I was working hard, it's like, sorry, master. And then that's kind of how it rolled into. Well, she's like, I felt you were being very dismissive. And I felt like you were being like, she didn't really say it. She didn't say a bitch. She didn't say, I thought she was being trying to be very educated with how she was saying. Yeah, how she talked to her. Kenya's
you can't talk to Kenya more rationally.
No, you cannot. Yeah. Not at all. Because she was like, well, it wasn't about you. You took it personally. I don't know why you took it personally. She was like, well, I did because I'm trying to help and...
You're just rude. Rude is rude. Yeah. Like, there is no taking personal or unpersonal to being rude. When you're rude, you're rude. When you're disrespectful, you're disrespectful. I don't understand how there's 50-year-olds walking around and still don't have that concept grasped. I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
She probably didn't learn anything from her family.
Yeah.
But anyway. And
she
so she's like,
be 16 riding a grown man's dick. She learned that.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
I said what I said.
Alrighty. I mean, I think she kind of was. But anyway. So she's still being very dismissive. Like, she's like, well, are you going to be dismissive again? She was like, I don't have time for this. I don't, you're just taking things personal. And it's not even, in her interview, it's not about you, Scheana. It's about the people who lost stuff for Hurricane Harvey that Todd set up for the bullshit. I just felt like it was a perfect time for that. And I guess she felt attacked. Because Portia was like, well, she's trying to let you know how she's feeling. She's like, I heard, but she's like, but you keep like interrupting her. She was saying like, well, I felt, when I called you, and she's like, where you have water? Like, oh, keep talking. Like, it was just so rude. Yeah. But then if somebody come and slap the shit out, I got a fork in my hand. If somebody come and slap the shit out of you or stab you with this fork that's in my hand, you gonna be mad. Did you see the Shade Room? They had posted like astrology signs that don't mix.
I saw that mine was Aries and Taurus.
But one of the examples was Portia and Kenya. Oh, now, I never saw the actual clip of her getting dragged. She dragged Kenya by the hair.
That 28-inch weave.
She dragged her. Anyway. I mean,
you had never seen it?
Bravo never really put it on there like that clear. Oh. It was very like fast. Yeah. Like you saw her grab her, and then you saw them on the floor, and then them trying to break up. Yeah, but they didn't show the actual. Yeah. And drag on the floor.
Drag me to hell. Part 2.
It was I'm right, Portia. You drag people when it's necessary. Mm-hmm. But now it's like. I feel less and less sympathy for Kenya when it came to her and Portia because she's so rude and disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then what Kim Fields actually was like the height of it, because Kim Fields was not coming for her at all. And she was just like egging on her, pulling out her chair, get up and leave, and just she's very dismissive, disrespectful, rude. And I'm sorry, but just because you got a ring on your finger, that doesn't mean shit to anyone. You're not the only person married. You're not the only person.
It kind of shows, even like with her saying what she said, it kind of just lets me know that like you thought less of yourself when you weren't married.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not even about, like, other people, like, oh, now you're married. It's like, it kind of shows, like, you yourself thought you were less of a person.
Yeah.
When you weren't married.
Yeah.
So that's really sad because, God forbid, in 2 years when y'all get a divorce, you're going to feel even worse.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be rumors about him probably being gay because that's just how you go.
I mean, that's kind of happened with each one of her boyfriends. Yeah. So
I suspect they're gay. So you was just laying up with a suspected gay man?
Or you say that you
question
look like a
yourself.
Man. That she's kind of confirming that she might look like a man to him.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying, if all these men happen to be down low gay men, then obviously the one thing in common is you. It was you.
You're the perfect beard.
Or she just didn't feel good enough about herself to the point where she didn't have to be a beer for anybody. She's like, you know what? I don't see myself being married anytime soon. So let me be beer for these folks. And let me just, put an ad on Craigslist.
Right.
Need a beer? Contact me. Beautiful black woman who's not going to get married anytime soon. I have plenty of time and nothing to lose.
Right.
So she goes to the bathroom and she's talking to a producer like, I'm so tired of this bullshit. Every time I do something good, it turns into something fucking negative. That's why my husband, right? Mm-hmm. That's why my husband don't want to come on this show, because he's tired of his wife being talked about. And they always, I don't care about any of them bitches at the table.
Y'all just got married.
She was like, oh, wait, I did screenshot it. Oh, I hope it's on my phone and not my iPad. Because I was going to put like exactly what she said. And I feel like it's probably on my freaking iPad. But anyway, and she's had a lot of shit to say. I don't know what her problem is. She said, I don't care about any about the motherfucking hoes. It just got to the point where she's always bringing her husband. Like,
yeah,
my husband doesn't want to do it because these bitches. It's like, husband, why would you even marry someone if you figured out that they were on TV? I would do my research. Anybody who's ever been on TV and I haven't, I need to do some research and going to see what the fuck I'm getting myself into.
Yeah.
The only person that didn't have to do that was Todd, because he was there. He was a producer.
He knew the bullshit that he was going to set up.
But it just...
Yeah.
And so she gets ready to leave. Oh, what you want to say?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
She gets ready to leave, and she's like, I'm leaving. Okay. Oh, I don't think she really said anything. She just left. Yeah. So Cynthia goes out. Fucking puppy dog. You know what? Right. Cynthia has, like, this role or label. You know, like, on the Braxton Sisters, like, all of them are labeled. If Cynthia was labeled, she would be the puppy dog.
Right.
Because she's always going after people she has no business going after or defending. Right. Mind you, before Kenya got there, Cynthia, Mel, and Shamir, all three were talking about how abrasive and kind of rude she was, especially Mel, because that's her sister. She's going to be honest. Right. But when Shamir brought it up, and Kenya was like, well, obviously you're mad about it. And Shamir was like, and you're mad about it. Oh, Joanne the scammer. Right. She was like, well, I'm not mad. She was like, well, you kind of worried because you've been talking about it this whole time. Like, Cynthia, you all three were talking about it this whole time. Right. It's just that Shamia was only brave enough one to actually bring it up. Yeah. Because she's not afraid of her. So when Kenya goes to the car and Cynthia chases after her, she had to knock on the door, like a window, a whole bunch of times, like for her to roll the window down. She's like, what's wrong? She's like, I'm going back to the hotel. I don't feel well. First of all, you're a fucking liar. Right. If you really were the kind of boss bitch that you think you are, you would have been like, I don't like these bitches. I don't want to be around them. I am above them. They're beneath me. I am going back to my hotel room. I much rather you done that than lie
Right.
to the person that's supposed to be your best friend.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I don't feel good. So, and as she was trying to talk to her, she kept coming. I was like, okay, give me a hug. And she was like, I'm not, like, what's going on? She was like, this is not a time for a moment.
Okay. Well, you ain't never got to worry
And
about
she was
a
like,
moment
it's not a
with me.
moment. And she just rolled the window up while Cynthia was talking.
Girl, yeah.
Like, what? This is your friend, Cynthia? You need a friend
Cynthia?
contract with her?
Cynthia, you ain't learned from Nene.
Right?
Nene would have been the last friend to just walk all over me.
Mm-mm.
Like, okay, so you bitches take my niceness for weakness.
It's horrible. I don't know what's going on with her.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Cynthia. It's Cynthia.
Yeah, that's a cool friend name.
Yeah, Cynthia. Kenya is just...
Ugh.
It's like, I like her less and less. And the fact that you keep bringing... Oh, that's what she said. She's like, you know, if my husband was here, he would tell me that I would just leave. If I wasn't a happily married wife, I would have read Shemia Monday to Sunday. Like, what?
Right. What does that have to do with anything?
It has nothing to do with
and
anything.
it's like, I would have why would you have read her? Like, did she say... So just the fact that she's telling you, like... She's not even telling you something bad or like, I dislike you or, oh, you're this, you're that. Just the fact that she's saying something that's in slight disagreement with you is a cause for a read.
And it wasn't even a disagreement. It was just like, this is the vibe that I was getting. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. So, like I said, her whole, well, my husband this and that, it just really shows just how insecure of a woman she was when she wasn't married. And it really makes me feel sorry for her.
No, if my husband was secure with the kind of person I was, I could still read you before I was married, after I'm married. When I get a divorce, I'm still going to read your ass. It has nothing to do with my husband or not. Yeah. Period. Now, if I react and my husband's like, you know, babe, you know, I know you like to read people, but you know, you got to tone it down a little bit. And like, you know, okay, I got you. You know, that's different.
Right.
But you ever talk like, well, my man, my husband likes me when I'm thinner, and my man wouldn't want me to stay around with these bitches, and my man wouldn't want me to be upset and blah, 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 blah. How about you don't want to have yourself upset?
That sounds like a good song.
What?
My man don't want me. I'll make a song about that.
Oh.
That Todd can set up with the
Todd produced that one.
Right.
I did ask on Twitter, based on last night's episode of Raw, are you Team Shemia or Team Kenya? 72% of people were on Team Shemia.
Of course.
And then somebody on Twitter, on Instagram was like, gosh, she was just trying to focus on helping other people. I'm like, that has nothing to do with how you speak to people, though, or how you treat people at all. Because at the end of the day, people are going to know you more for the fact that you were being a bitch than you taking out sheetrock or trash bags. She said Kenya was in work mode to help family to get back into their house, not cause drama. Damn. And I was like, of course she didn't do it to cause drama, but she did based on her attitude.
Right.
The relief effort she did had nothing to do with
you were just rude.
Her being a bitch. I would have called her a bitch. Shemia was good. Shemia was being classy about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Even Portia went to go check on her, and she flipped off the cameras, and apparently she's blaming the producers for that, about how there were things edited out, and how she was really upset because she found out that Portia was upset about Cynthia not going to her event. It's like, Portia and Lauren. Lauren was the one that actually brought it up. Portia didn't.
Right. I'm pretty sure producers love to see Kenya Portia drama. So them editing that out.
I don't know what her...
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, but at the end of the day, you said all them bitches at the table you didn't care about any of those motherfucking hoes, and you never once, unless it was edited out, said that it didn't include Cynthia. And the way you talked to her when you were in the car was mad disrespectful, and that's supposed to be your friend.
Cynthia, take a page from Lala, rewatch these shows, and just realize that some people ain't meant to be your friends.
No.
Like, you're such a nice lady. Like, I really like you, Cynthia. Like, I feel like if I met you in real life, I feel like we could be friends. But I feel like you end up being friends with people that don't fully appreciate you. Or they take your kindness for weakness. And, you know, they feel like they can roll the window up on you when you talk, call your husband a bitch. See, and
not invite you to their wedding or let you even know that you're getting married.
Yeah. Like.
But yeah, she has so much shit to say about Cynthia and the person that she's dating.
Yeah.
Like, she's so backwards.
Yeah.
For anybody to sit there and be like, this is my friend. Cynthia's actually been the only true friend Kenya has had.
Yeah.
For
the whole show?
Has there at any time Kenya been close with anybody else?
Besides Claudia? No.
That tells you something.
Yeah, every other friendship fizzled out, like, within the first season.
Very true.
So.
Nene didn't last. Phaedra really didn't last. She's been getting into it for Portia since the beginning when she twirled on her.
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently she might not come back next season. I am okay with that.
Right. It'd be nice.
It's crazy because they're showing Kenya arguing about her not being rude, and then they go to at her event being rude, and then they go to Portia's event. She's crying because they're running out of food, and she felt bad. She wanted to make sure everybody was fed. That's how you should be acting at your damn event.
Right.
Like, there's so many people. I didn't know that there's going to be so many people and we're running out of food. I feel bad because I want them to be able to eat. Yeah. Not, bitch, got to get some sheetrock and some trash bags.
I'd be like, what sheetrock? That would have just been a...
If I was Shamia, I'm like, you're being rude right now.
Fuck you.
And I don't have to do this with you. Yeah. I can go anywhere else and do my own event. I got my own coins.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and take it. The fact that she still was like, okay, well, I'm still going to do this because I said I was going to do it, and I said it on Portia's behalf, and because Shamia and Portia had a talk before all of that. But I can't stand her. I think she needs to leave.
Off with her wig.
Remember, she claims she don't wear wigs. Remember?
Off with her wig that Todd set up.
For the bullshit. Anyway... Thank you for tuning in on another episode of RealiTEA-V.
It's been fun.
And don't forget us. What?
Yeah, don't forget us, please.
Don't forget me.
Don't forget about us.
All right, Mariah.
In my heyday. Hell, in Mariah's heyday. Right. Anywho.
I meant to say, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Instagram and Twitter is RealiTEA_V. And our Facebook is just RealiTEA-V, no underscore. Mm-hmm. And we now have a Facebook group. It's called Tea Sippers Discussions. So there we really get into the nitty gritty of the episodes, how you felt, some polls, things of that nature, any news or updates that we're going to be having. So I highly encourage you to go on there and state your opinion because we will be asking. And we want oh my God, Jesus have mercy. I'm sleepy. We want you guys to send us your T-mail.
Yes. We're slowly starting to get them in. We'll maybe start next week.
Yeah, we're going to select the best ones. Yes. So if you want yours to be read, you can be anonymous if you want to.
Or you can say your name.
It doesn't matter. It's up to you. Mm-hmm. As long as Todd don't set it up. No. For the bullshit. Right. That's at realiTEA-V@gmail.com. No underscore.
Yes.
We're at 321 followers.
What?
The last time I looked.
All right. Yes.
All right. So, once we hit 350, that giveaway is going to start.
Yes.
So,
we have a giveaway coming up. We got some other good news.
Very, very exciting.
We got some stuff in the works. So, it'll be a month of good announcements in February. So, stay tuned.
Yep. And by the time we get here next week, I will be 30, bitches.
Yes. Whole new century. Decade.
All right, don't be a Portia now.
Look, it would take a whole lot
to be a Portia.
Yeah.
Tits. Right. Tits, fucking tits. All right, so yeah, I will be 30. Yay, on Friday. So I'm excited about that.
Yes.
Any other news that you want to talk about?
No.
Ooh, that look. Bitch, no. I have nothing to do. I'm going to get out of here.
They know my heart.
Where can they find you on social media?
Instagram, Leave It To Be, and Leave It To Be Living. Leave It To Be Living's my lifestyle blog. I'll try to blog more. Facebook, Roberta Smith, and yeah, Twitter. It's also Leave It To Be, but I ain't been on there in like 2 years. But I'm going to get back to it, one
and it's
social
the
media.
number 2, not T-O.
Yes, Leave
FYI.
It To. Mm-hmm.
I can be reached on Twitter at Fumiadagun, F-U-N as in Nancy, M-I-A-D-A-G-U-N. Finally changed my name on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So it's now Fumiadagun. You can also, find it on there. Same thing with Instagram, Fumiadagun, and then I'm on Snapchat, which I've been trying to do a little bit more. It's Ebony88. And I'm glad you guys tuned in this week. I'm Fumi.
I'm B.
And we're going to talk to you next week.
Bye.
All right, Todd, don't set up nothing else while we're gone.
No more bullshit.